Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am here with something special today. I am taking part in a global collaboration and arranged by the wonderful Joey DeFee. And so there's a whole bunch of us doing videos, and our videos are on fast flow stitching. So stitching with our machine in a random way is basically what I would call it. Sewing in curves and not too many straight lines, that sort of thing. Just having fun with it. Now, my disclaimer is my machine doesn't love doing this. So, and I know you can get other feet and all of that, but I manage okay with what I've got. So, we'll get started on that for in a second. I just want to say all the lovely ladies that are participating. So, Joey DeFee, as I said, she's our organizer. Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals, 49 Dragonflies, Shabby Dabby Doo Dah, Tina there. Rachel at Roxy Creations, Helen Colebrook, Andrea at Artie Mays, and Louise Heinzel, and then Meg Journals. So I will have the links in the description box for all of these ladies. And let's get started. So we are going to make, the first thing that came to my mind with this was the Raggedy Scrappy junk journal cover. So I've cut up some of these fabrics, and all I did, I have a little bit more coffee dyed here. I thought I'd add a little bit more of that, and I just chopped away like this. It took me, they were strips. They were from my friend's quilting, and it took me like, I don't know, not even 10 minutes to do. So, I don't know if you heard, but my husband snuck in behind me because he's brought me some boiling water because I wanted to do this boiling water part on camera too, just to give you the whole process. So I think once we chop these up, see how quick, just super quick. And yeah, just strips of fabric is all you need to do, and then just give them a cut, give them a quick cut. Okay, so there's that. Then let's mix them up a little bit. Then we've got, as you can see, this is approximately 9 by 12, and this is a beautiful piece of coffee dyed muslin from my friend Mary at 3 Insistent Dogs on Etsy. And I think Mary's taking a bit of a hiatus in her shop. She's got a sick puppy, so if you go over there and you don't see her stuff, I will announce when she comes back, because it's dependent on how her puppy does. Okay, so let's start this little process. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take these, and we're just going to somewhat randomly, we'll get a little more picayunish here in a minute. We're just going to flop these on here, and they don't all have to be face up necessarily. They can just be random, because we're going to do a pretty good coating of these. And then when we get done, we will put a piece of this embroidery stabilizer, and this embroidery stabilizer dissolves in water. Thus, my husband bringing down boiling water that is sitting behind me. He said, be careful, because if it doesn't take you long to do your cover, you could burn yourself. But it needs to be warm water, and I don't have water here in my craft room, so it was kind of a challenge. I'm getting a lot of darks. I want a few more lights in here. So anyway, thank you again to Joey for organizing this. I always, it makes me nervous I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm going to get, whenever I commit to these things, I don't think I'm going to get it done. And then that causes me stress. But, because, I'm weird that way. I do self-induced stress like nobody else. So anyway, but yeah, we're gonna I'm just, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. Mike helped me think through, like, how are we gonna get hot water? These things that keep me up at night. So I definitely want to go clear to the corners. And so I've gotta, I'm gonna put that one aside. It's not very interesting. It's just black. There's a black one that's more interesting. I'm just kind of going to the corners and just making sure we get those covered. So, so yeah, I think some of the ladies will probably do like, designs like flowers or something or things like that. So I think it'll be fun to see all the other channels and what they do. But I think Joey's video was supposed to air yesterday. So I think she does probably does a better description of what it is we're doing than I did. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe this might be a good like fall journal cover or something. So we'll see. See how we do. See, I need some light in there. I've got my friend Alfie laying down here. He's helping me out today. He's the producer and Mike's the grip. Is that what they call it when you do odd jobs on a on a movie set? Oh, yeah. So I hope you're all having a good Sunday. This is going to air on Sunday. I plan to be fussy cutting or something and watching sports on TV. How's that for an aspiration? I'm almost thinking, I don't know, I may have enough scraps for two. I don't know. We'll see. Because, I threw them out here and they're fairly thick, but doesn't need to be super thick. It can be, but yeah. And then, so if I want to put some pockets on the inside, then what I'll do is just fabric tack them in. Is what I'll do. Spread out a little bit, guys. Oh, look, that one's got the little numbers on it. That's fun. But total random cutting. It's really kind of fun to do. Just trying to cover up all of the base fabric. Ooh, that's pretty. Muslin. I have made a couple of journals with this kind of cover before, and I loved them. They're really kind of fun. I need a green piece. And because these were cutoffs from my friend from her quilting, they all kind of coordinate because they were part of the same quilt. So if you have a friend that quilts, say, I will take your scraps no matter the size, because it's really fun to play with them. And I think once I kind of get these edges done, I think I'm going to, we could use a black there. I think I'm going to grab a few more coffee dyed to put down. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's see, there's a spot. Just kind of looking for the spots of, like, look at this crazy one that I cut. But oh, I lost. Oh no, he moved over. I was going to say I lost my buddy. I think he heard Mike upstairs. He had his breakfast and he had his yard run, and so he's ready to settle down and have himself a little snoozy. Oh gosh, we've enjoyed him. He is a good boy. It was funny, I went to my friend's house and she has a puppy. She has a dog, and a girl dog, and boy, she was smelling Alfie on me, that's for sure. She was like, oh, it smells like a handsome dog. Yep, he is. Oh, there's a pretty one. Isn't that pretty? Let's put that along there. Okay, I think I pretty well have the edges. Let's turn you over. So where all do I want some? I need a little something there. Let's do a little green. I feel like I don't have as much green as other colors. Okay, can't take too long because I don't want my water to completely cool off. I don't want it to scald me, but I don't want it to cool off either. Let's just get a few more pieces of coffee dyed in here. We'll see how this turns out. I'm excited. It's going to be wet when you see it after we sew it. So there's that. Got to keep that in mind, that it's going to look different when it dries. But okay, I think we're pretty good. I keep seeing a spot though every now and again that I need something. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to use a couple more reds, like red right there. These are both upside down, which I don't mind some upside down, but don't want too much upside down. Let's see. I'm looking for a red again. Let's just do this little bit of red. I don't know. How do you think that's looking? I think it's okay. Okay, here's kind of the tricky part. Now, I am just going to cut this kind of a little big, and we'll cut it down here in a minute. Did I say I have this embroidery stabilizer that is dissolvable? I have it on my Gail's Favorite Things. I think it's under the supplies heading. So, if you need some of that. I mean, it comes on this big roll, so there's lots and lots of covers to be made with it. Okay, I'm gonna let it lean over a little bit, and that's okay. We might cut this off a little bit, but now I'm gonna pin it. I'm just gonna get it pinned on there. I have these big yellow pins that I think I'll be able to see them well to take them out. So I'm just gonna, we just don't want to move this so much that we shift the bits. No shifting of bits allowed. Oops, that one's bent. Sewed right through that one, apparently. Oh my gosh. Actually, I got these at a garage sale, so I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm innocent as far as the bent pins go. It wasn't me, it was someone else. Oops, see, I just moved all of those, so need to kind of shift those back. Get the back on there. Okay. Helps if your pins are sharp. So, yeah, I saw in the paper today that there's a big, huge estate sale happening this weekend. Oh no, I'm not really comfortable going in crowds that I don't have to, so I'm not going to do it. But I kind of know the lady whose estate sale it is. She I think she came to a few events at the college. I don't feel like she was an alum. I feel like she was a friend of somebody. But moved it again. Shoved that right off of the edge. Okay. Just get a few pins in there and then. So as we sew this, what I do is I go around the edge of the cover, and then I do my fast flow stitching, my random here, there, and everywhere stitching. Okay, I'm just going to pin the edges. I'm not going to worry about the middle because we're just going to gingerly move this. So, and try not to like tip it one way or another. So I'm going to set this aside for a second while I grab my sewing machine. And I know you're just really going to see the top, but I'll try and talk you through it a little bit. I have brown thread in. I decided I wanted, how's that? That's not too bad. Maybe a little more this way. Okay. So here's my piece, and we're going to go for it here. Okay, so it's about really keeping it level if you can. You know what I'm going to do is, where's my scissors? I am going to cut some of this off. It's just making things difficult. Okay. So I'm just going to try and keep it level. Get it up here under my foot. And pull out this pin. Okay. Keeping it level. Now I'm just doing a straight stitch. And I'm doing really the foot's width to the edge, basically, right now. Okay, I gotta move things that are in my way up here. Okay. I'm gonna pull out that pin. Okay, now I am going to, okay, had my sewing machine on my tails, on my thread tails. So I thought maybe if I used the darker thread that you'd be able to see better when we start to do the random stitching. Or as we like to call it, fast flow. That's my new name for it. If it's good enough for Joey, it's good enough for me. I'm knocking things over up here because I'm... Now the thing is after this dries, you can sew on it more. You know what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't have to be the last bit you sew. You can put on more pieces if you have a bald spot. You can put on more pieces if you have a bald spot, and you can, you know, if you're not close enough to the edge or something like that, you can, you know, you can adjust after it's dry. Okay, so this is my straight stitching part. And really, this embroidery stabilizer is just to keep your bits down. Okay. So now we've gone around the edge. I'm going to swing this around, and I'm going to go blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm going to do. Just moving it around. Okay, I went from corner to corner. Now I'm going to turn this slightly, and I'm going to get myself to this corner, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go randomly. I'm just going to go in a curvy manner, if you will. Okay. And then I'm going to go across the other way. And then I'll be pretty well held down, if you will. Oh, I just ran into my scissors. It's a good thing this is random, because I'm running into things on the other end here. Okay, we're to the corner there. Let's go maybe up this side of it. And it's not that your lines can certainly cross. You're just playing. You're just going wherever it feels like you want to go. Just about went off. That's the part where, sorry, I'm losing paper over here. I've got to have a what's on your desk sort of day. I definitely do. Okay. So you get the idea. I'm just going here, there, and everywhere. Just kind of getting things tacked down. And you can kind of see under the embroidery stabilizer, like for instance here, I can see I have a few pieces there that aren't tacked down. So I'm just going to sew until I feel like I've kind of grabbed most everything. You can see this is this spot. There wasn't a lot of stitching. This spot, not a lot of stitching, and so we need to get those pieces anchored down. one here. And like I say, once this is dry, you can go back over and do more stitching if you want. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go this away, down this away. Okay, what else? Where else? Maybe. Maybe down that way. A little bit there. Just wiggling my fabric. Okay, I'm looking to see if I have any spots that it looks like I need something. Maybe right over here. Just gonna go right down that way. Okay. I think I'm pretty good. I'm gonna go to where it's straight stitched, and I'm just gonna end off my stitching. Okay, and then I'll show you this close up so you can see. Okay, move this over a bit. Okay, can you see all that randomness, all that, shall we say, fast flow stitching? Okay, I'm gonna clip my strings, and then we're gonna take it a dunk into the water. Okay, look at the back. Seeing that, to me, doesn't need anything over it. I like how that looks. So, okay, next, let's move the sewing machine so we don't get it wet. And the sewing scissors. Okay. Okay, well, I used my coffee dyed tub. This is what I coffee dye in. Let me move you back slightly. It's got a little piece of paper in it. Oh, yeah, put your finger in there. Okay, it's warm. So that worked great. Thank you, honey. All right. He can't hear me. He's upstairs. Okay, so we have our embroidery stabilizer, right? And so we're just going to dip that in the hot water, and it's going to dissolve. It's kind of gummy. That's really hot. But see how it's dissolving? Whew. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna dissolve it. It dissolves super quick. Okay. So, oh, here's a piece of fabric that wasn't attached. So see, super quick. It just dissolved just like that. Now, if I wasn't on camera here, I just would have run it under hot water in my sink, and it just dissolves. And see, there's like nothing left in the water or anything. It's crazy. So, just gonna wring her out. I was scared because I thought that was gonna burn my hands. But no, it's fine. So, okay, we can move this over onto my table. Okay, so here is our cover. And there it is. Let me get back down to my normal. Oops. Not that way. There it is. There's our cover. I love the dark thread is really cool. Now, like, this is sticking up right here. Let me get this up to the camera, see if you can see. Okay, so see how this little piece is pulled up? So once this dries, I will pop that down and just stitch over it a little bit. And I'll be able to see if there's any other places like that. Like right here is kind of a hot mess. So we'll stitch over that. So there'll be more stitching once it's dry. This right here actually needs another piece of fabric, I think. So, but that will be our journal cover. Well, it will obviously be in half with the signature in, but isn't that fun? Oh, I think that's such a fun project. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll give it a try. It's just so super fun. I love doing it. Okay, I need to just thank everybody who is part of this collaboration. So that we'll all be putting in our title, Fast Flow Stitching. So if you search YouTube for Fast Flow Stitching, you should be able to find all of our videos. Again, it's Joey DeFee, Tracy Fox, 49 Dragonflies, Shabby Dabby Doodah, Roxy Creations, Helen Colebrook, Artie Mays, Louise Heinzel, and Meg Journals. So yeah, I have all of their titles or their YouTube channels. It's going to take me a minute to put all that together in the description box, but everybody's going to have it in the description box. So you should be able to just click on the others' channels. And we have a week to post these. I should say that too. So it's from September 4th, which is when Joey is making her video live, to September 11th. So it's that week. So you might have to check back, you know, because I don't know when everybody's posting their videos. I'm planning on posting mine September 5th, the day after Joey does hers. So there you go. That is a Raggedy, that is a Raggedy fabric journal cover is what that is. So I hope you enjoyed, everyone. Thanks again, Joey, for inviting me. And we will just see you on the next video. Have a grateful day, everyone. Bye-bye.